Welcome to The Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew, and let's get to the show.
Jingle bell rock. Jingle bell time and jingle bell rock. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty and also wet air. It's wet outside and I don't like it. Welcome to the Daily Grind. I am your host, Luke Hatmaker. We are presented by FanDuel. Oh, I missed whiskey. And it is Wednesday. We've got basketball and we've got football to talk with my guy, Jared Davidson. How are you, brother?
Man, I'm good. It's excuse me, still trying to get over this freaking cough that will not go away. I feel like I've been talking about it for the past 2.5 weeks.
And you're calling games in the middle of it. I feel bad for you, dude.
I have one more Friday morning.
Okay.
I have one more Friday morning. That's the state championship. But we'll talk about that later. But no, we're doing good. It is frozen outside up here. Like it is like not just cold. There's still ice on the ground. So it makes having to go on a few back roads to get to work kind of sucks right now.
Yep. And this is the kind of nonsense too, where it's like, it's frozen, but it won't snow. It's like, there's so much moisture in the air. You're like, man, will y'all just snow so we can get this over with? Just snow. But it snowed on the Grizzlies last night. If you want to count rain of Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox buckets snow. The Grizzlies lost. If you did not catch the game, they lost 119-126 to the San Antonio Spurs. The Wemby-less Spurs. In another game, man, you texted the group chat and you were like, am I reading that right? Does that say Harrison Barnes with 31 points? And it's just like
I was working a little bit last night. I had to brave the cold because we had like 10,000 different parades last night. But yeah, checked the box score and I was like, Harrison Barnes has 31. What are we doing? And then I looked even more. Jaren Jackson Jr. and Zach Edey both had 3 fouls already in the middle of the second quarter. And I'm like, dude, what are we doing, man?
Yeah, I never want to I really hate to be like, I don't like to blame the whistle, but holy cow, there was just not one last night on the Grizzlies, and the one that the Grizzlies were getting, in my opinion, and it's just like the one where they were assessing Edey for a flagrant. There was just a lot of calls where I was like, "Are we serious right now?" Just kind of an odd game, kind of a dirty game, and continued the habit that TI continued the habit that we've seen.
We continue to be that perfect balance of just middle of the pack.
Yep. Meh.
9-0 versus teams below 500, 0-13 versus teams above 500.
That is the mehest record stat that I can think of.
Because I thought about this morning. I was like, what if the Grizzlies just do that the entire season? That would have to be like the first NBA team in history to go let's say 39-0.
Yeah, what would it be? I'd be curious.
Like had to be the first team in history to go 39-0 against teams that were below 500 at the time that you played them. And then 41 versus teams who were above 500 at the time you played them. That would be insane.
I mean, that's still almost at 500, right?
No, it would be 0-43. That's what it would be.
Oh my God, that's nuts.
But you're not going to win a game. You're not going to win a game when you have a combination of shooting 9 of 26 from 3. The Spurs shot 18 of 39 from 3. And then I had this tweet saved because Parker Fleming put it out last night. And I was like, yeah, it sounded about right as to how we would lose this game. And it goes, Eastla has to figure out this platoon type sub pattern in the fourth quarter. I understand the burst-esque substitution patterns, but can there be a slight adjustment in the fourth? Can't have both Jaren and Edie off the floor. They had a 6-point lead before the subs were made and allowed the Spurs to gain momentum going on a quick 9-0 run of their own to gain a 6-point lead of their own.
Yep. And that's exactly where it went. I mean, yeah, shout out Parker. That's where the game got out of hand. Right there. Like that's where, and you know what? Shout out the comments. I see everybody. Grizz girl kind of hit the nail on the head here. You know, like, it's a winnable game.
Yeah.
You know, it's that sub pattern that Parker's mentioning right here, though. It sucks when it's getting to the point where it's like clockwork. You're like, okay, where are we at?
I feel like we've gotten to the point to where every loss you can pinpoint it on the same three things. It's sub patterns, it's lack of 3-point shooting, and it's our two bigs are in foul trouble.
Yep, I was gonna say Jaren. Yep.
No, not just Jaren. Not just Jaren. Edie had 3 last night, and the
inability
left the second quarter.
Inability of our front court to stay on the floor.
Yeah, to keep themselves on the floor. That feels like it always boils down to those three things. I don't even want to look at our box score.
So starters, man. So it's not bad. Like when you get
we
to the
had
starters,
one person play 30 minutes. What are we doing?
Oh yeah, don't look at the minutes.
Oh,
as a fun exercise last night, I went. You know, I was like, I wonder if I still have this pulled up. Actually, I don't. I deleted it. So I was like, let me look at the top teams in the West. Let's look at the Thunder. Let's look at the Rockets. Let's look at the Lakers. Let's just see what their minutes distribution is like. And I mean, all those teams have about 4 guys playing over 30 minutes. So we have. Do we have anybody? I don't think we have anybody averaging over 30 minutes per game right now.
No, we don't.
Tripp's like 29 point something. So
yeah. And I think before Ja got hurt, it was like right at 30.
And if Ti just kind of changes how he is, it's like we've been beating the drum. Like a lot of us have been beating the drum for this. Like if he just adjust these substitution patterns just in the final minutes of the fourth, that kind of changes a lot of this.
Because Jaren only had 7. Jaren had 7, 6, 2 steals, 5 fouls, 5 turnovers, but he was a +9. What are we
weird
doing?
Jaren game, dude.
Edie was a +6.
Jaren
Cedric Howard was a +2. If you don't I saw a little bit in that late fourth quarter. If you don't make that platoon swap in the fourth quarter, and those guys who were plus the entire game, who says you don't step on their throat and then you can take out guys at the end where it's like a minute and a half left and you're up by 15?
I completely agree. Like wait till that minute and a half, you're up by 15, and then put in Jock and Cam and Jitty. Like then put these guys.
That's the first time this year I've really been like, okay, T.I. just fouled both of them out himself. Instead of he pulled a TJ there. He fouled just from the looks of it. Now I didn't get to watch a lot of the game last night. Just from the looks of it, it looked like he pulled the move of fouling them out before they could foul themselves out.
Yep. And he, to his credit, he let Edie play through them in the first half. But when the rubber meets the road there in the second half, he really did kind of, you know, he kind of seemed to get, I don't want to say got a little scared, but seemed to take his foot off the gas in terms of letting them play through it, because I guess it was a close game. But that's the thing, like by fouling them out, but quote unquote fouling them out in that fashion, you essentially ended the game for us because our subs just couldn't. I mean, you want to talk about plus minuses, God love them, but Santi was a -18.
Yeah.
Jock and KCP were both -9s, you know, and that's,
jeez. Yeah,
it's just like that's gonna catch up to you. Cam played well again, 22 minutes, 21 points. He was him and Omax were both zeros in the plus minus category. So I don't know. All these games that we've lost, and we should say we went 3-1 on this road trip, which I'm going to count as a plus.
Yeah, that's good.
But like this one loss, a couple minor tweaks, and I think it might have been a different story.
Yep.
Which is fine. That's okay. If that's where you're at after how we started the season, brother, I'm kind of okay with that being where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Real quick before we let's do did you see, you might have even texted the group. I feel like we need to mention it because it just came out.
We have to mention it because I feel like I know where you're about to go with this, because dude, at like almost like 2 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
Our time.
And like, I guess they cut ties. I mean, like, it sounds like
he's still rostered.
And if they
keep him, or if they waive him straight up,
that puts him below
then he's still on their books, like money wise.
And if I'm not mistaken, they're below the allowed roster spots.
They're not. Yeah, they're not. Well, they would put them below 14, I believe. Yeah, it would put them below 14.
And you're only allowed to have 13 for a handful.
You're only
days,
allowed
right?
you're only allowed to be below 14 for like 2 weeks, like 14 days. But also too, like, what are the Clippers doing? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
This is to the point of they kind of screwed over. Not kind of. They screwed over Blake Griffin.
Yep.
And I hate that we're talking about Rusty Witten's probably happy as can be right now about Chris Paul getting screwed in some way. But like, that just shows the incompetency of this franchise. Because like he's already said he's retiring after this year. He's not the reason you're losing, which is like, it's kind of what they're making it seem. And the fact that they said he was sent home and that he posted onto his like Instagram, I just found out that I got sent home.
Really weird. Is he the greatest Clipper of like the past? I mean, I don't know.
As of right now, he's probably the greatest Clipper of all time.
I mean, it's a good thing he's gone.
Don't let y'all's Chris Paul hate blind you. This is a weird situation.
It's just weird. I just want to it's just a very strange situation, especially to come out like 2 a.m. It's just like to wake up and it being like, oh, it's just weird. It's just really weird.
Because like if the Clippers want to get off that contract, they have to trade him. You can't cut him, or else he's still on you, or else it's still on your books. And here's the thing, they are still well above that first apron.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But here's the thing, though, the Clippers won't send him to a contender. I don't feel like.
Yeah, that's good for putting that up. It's like, yeah,
because they're gonna try to get something back that they're not gonna be able to get back.
Yeah,
for a guy who's about to retire.
Yeah, for a guy that, I mean, how does he have anything left in the tank?
I think he does. He showed it whenever he finally started getting minutes.
Yeah, it's true. When they played him, he was able to.
Yeah, when they played him.
It's just weird, man.
It's very weird. This Clippers organization it's turning into a dumpster fire, and I would not be shocked if that whole team gets blown up at the trade deadline.
Yeah, I mean, it just keeps getting weirder. That's what's. I mean, it's just like just weird. I don't know. Kip, we agree with you, brother. We're on the same page. Let's look at there were some other games from yesterday. Let's look at the Daily Grind, Daily Rewind, where we look at the previous day's action from around the NBA. What do we have here? We've got there's some good-ish games. 76ers beat the Wizards. Yeah. Raptors keep playing well, man. They beat the Blazers. Celtics somehow keep scoring, beat the Knicks. Timberwolves beat the Pelicans in an overtime game, and then the Thunder beat the Warriors. The Thunder now only have one loss on the season. I think I read something they're projected to win every game the rest of the way, which is bull crap.
They're 21-1. Like this is levels of like quick maths. They're like, dude, they're projected to go like 76-6. This is insane.
Yeah, we are potentially in the midst of a historic something going on here, and it
couldn't happen to a worse franchise.
I couldn't agree more. Let's take a quick break. That's enough basketball talk. Grizzlies lost. I don't really want to belabor the point. And besides, we had the penultimate. Man, tell you what, I love the word penultimate.
I do too.
I was like, yeah, ESPN, use your vocabulary. So we will be breaking down the penultimate college football playoff rankings right after this quick break.
In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours. From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story. Are you going after some guy that is looking at Memphis as a stepping stone opportunity, or a guy who's coming in saying, man, this is my dream job, I want to be here for the rest of my career?
Everybody's going to say that they want to be here for the rest of their career, and everyone's going to use it as a stepping stone job. Memphis is a stepping stone job.
I know a lot of Memphis fans would hear you say that and say, oh, Christian, no, man, like, we need a guy who wants to be here and build.
Why?
No
one wants to stay at a group of 5 school for 15 years. Like, that's not how coaches work. College football coaches did not become head coaches to stay at a group of 5 school. Everybody has higher aspirations. You got to be a little bit of a psychopath to be a football coach. And that ego, that psychopath in you is not going to let you sit at a program where you can't win a national championship for 15 years.
Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 10 a.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem.
Welcome back to the Daily Grind. You saw some of our wonderful sponsors there, y'all. We are proudly presented by Trilogy Tattoo. They're great folks, y'all. If you want to get tatted up, get somebody a tattoo for Christmas. Why not? Also presented by Grade A Pest Services. They are great. It's that time of the year, man. All of the critters, all the bugs, they're coming in because it's cold. You don't want them in. Get them out. Call Grade A Pest Services. We're also presented by two great places of food and merriment. I don't know. That's what I'm calling it. Mugshot Bar and Grill if you want to get a burger and a couple drinks, or if you just want to go to Grind City Brewing and get some brewskis. It'll be great. It's that time of year. And last but not least, we are proudly presented by FanDuel Sportsbook and Whiskey. Whiskey is as excited as I am, brother, because whiskey. There was the penultimate, God, I could say that word over and over. The penultimate college football playoff rankings were announced yesterday evening. Here is the current the current 12-team college football playoff bracket based on the current standings. What should we start with first, other than the fact that there are 2 spots here that say conference champ number 4 and conference champ number 5? You don't see an ACC team in here anywhere.
You don't see a G5 either.
No. So, what do you think this means?
It means they're considering leaving the ACC out.
I agree.
They are. If Virginia wins it, all is you avoid chaos. If Virginia wins it, all is chaos. Like, you avoid all chaos. You put them at 11, either James Madison or Tulane at 12.
Yes. Which Virginia is ranked. Where are they ranked right now? They're
Like
number
19?
17.
Okay.
They're 17 on the poll, the penultimate poll.
On the other side, if Duke wins this thing, that would make them 8-5.
Yeah.
And depending on if Tulane and James Madison win their conference, there's a very solid chance that they are both ahead of the ACC champ Duke, and they get in, and then bye Miami, bye everyone else.
Yeah.
I think Miami's pretty much already done because Notre Dame can't play another game because they aren't in conference.
Yep.
This is also the fact that we have number 1 and 2 playing each other in the conference championship week is kind of cool. Dude, this is huge because, like, if Bama loses the conference championship game, are they out?
I like Bama fell. So as you said, Bama and Texas A&M both dropped in this.
A&M lost. So.
A&M lost, so they fell. Ole Miss 6 last year or last
week?
They
were 7.
They were 7, so they popped up 1. So really, you've got that SEC.
And props to the committee for keeping Ole Miss at a home playoff game right now.
They could have been fishy McFishersons, and they weren't. They could have screwed the Ole Miss kids, and that would have been bad. I'm glad they're not doing that. There's a chance we get a Tulane Green Wave and the James Madison Dukes in this thing.
Yep.
And that would be, I just think that's exciting. I think that's
exciting.
I think that's exciting. No shade to Virginia. But is it the whole point of this thing is to make it like, isn't chaos kind of what you want in this?
It is. But then you have Texas fans who are on the outside looking in right now. And they're like, we should be in. We just knocked off Texas A&M. We're 9-3. Who are those other 2 losses? Like, who are those? Like, you lost to Ohio State. Yes. They're not the committee is not punishing you for losing week 1
to Ohio State,
to the number 1 team in the nation who has been number 1 this entire season. They're not punishing you for that. They're not punishing you for. They might be because the Georgia game was kind of a blowout. They're punishing you because you're 9-3, and that third loss is to a 4-8 Florida team.
That's why. And
they're trying to bring the argument of, well, it's like, oh, well, Georgia was close with Florida. Georgia won the freaking game.
Yeah, it's a different scenario because they got a dub. They got a dub ski.
They won the game. You did not. Texas, you lost to a 4-8 Florida team. You have 3 losses. You're not being punished for the first 2 losses. You're being punished for that third one against Florida. Get over yourselves. It's a 12-team playoff. You do not deserve to be in. You also played like garbage against your other non-conference schedules. So,
but to be perfectly honest, like if you want a big glass of honest juice, I don't know if that's something. The BYU Cougars are right outside this thing. They're 11th at 11-1. If there's anybody that deserves to pop in this thing, it ain't Texas. It's probably BYU or Vanderbilt. Like there's.
I think if BYU beats Texas Tech, then Notre Dame, I think somehow finds a way to get bumped out.
Oh, really? So would you
because you still have those 2 conference championship spots looming. If BYU wins, then I believe wholeheartedly that Notre Dame drops out.
I mean, so you would have BYU 10.
Oh, let me rephrase that. If BYU and Alabama win.
Oh, because you got to have
yeah.
So you would
BYU and Alabama win. I think Notre Dame's done.
And you flip Notre Dame and BYU in this.
Yeah.
And so then, let's assume chaos first. Let's assume we've got 11 Tulane, 12 JMU.
Yeah.
Which path is the most appealing to you to the national championship? Ole Miss?
No. Right now?
Yeah.
Honestly, I really don't know. Like I
don't either. I was sitting here looking at it and I was like, wait a minute.
Because like Ole Miss with all that's going on, you have a rematch against Georgia.
Whoever wins that 7-10, I don't know if I want to play Indiana. I mean, is it Oregon?
Probably, honestly. They have the easiest path to the semifinals, and you have a date with Ohio State again, probably.
I mean, yeah. So it's like if you draw JMU, and then I mean, honestly, Oregon might have the best, because even if Virginia wins, say Virginia's 11 and Tulane's 12, Oregon still, if they're just looking at, if they're staring Tulane or JMU now,
Oregon's in the perfect spot at number 5 right now.
Yeah, you want to be that 5 spot, I would say.
Because if Texas Tech loses, well, here's the thing. I don't know how far they bump up Alabama if they.
Yeah, win. I don't either, man.
But like Oregon right now is in the best spot at number 5 because you're getting a more than likely a G5 to start.
Yep.
And then you're going to go to Texas Tech. Or you're going to play Texas Tech. And I don't know. Oregon probably feels like the best lock in this spot right now. After seeing Notre Dame and how they played against, not Notre Dame, Texas A&M and how they played against Texas, and seeing how kind of they got exposed a little bit because all their conference wins were against the bottom half of the SEC.
Yep.
I have no more confidence in the Aggies. So
this past week was a little kind of shined a spotlight on them a little bit. It was like, oh, okay. Yep. I don't know. I this is exact. So for me, I was thrilled when this was announced and there were 2, just all that said was conference champ, because this is what it's about. This is why I love this. I do want to pose this question, which shout out Kip, Memphis head coach. He says the Memphis head coach has to be able to put them in this mix. What coach out there puts them in this mix?
It ain't Dan Mullen.
I agree with you. I don't think
it ain't Dan Mullen.
I don't know much, but I know I don't think it ain't Dan Mullen.
It ain't Dan Mullen.
Let's get back to the teams that are actually going to make the playoffs. Shout out, not shout out Memphis. Sorry, Tigers fans. It's time for the daily dose of It's a Trap. And brother, let me tell you, Rusty's little slippage has allowed you to kind of like
What did he do yesterday? What did he do yesterday? Because I didn't.
He got it yesterday.
Okay.
He got yesterday's. Yesterday was the first one he's got right in like a week and a half.
Oh
so
gosh.
You've got a chance to. I mean, in your percentage wise, I think you're in first. I might have to just do this.
Hey.
Well, I don't want to do percentage wise because then Kenny's going to be sitting at 100, and I'm like, I got nothing.
I go percentage wise, minimum 10.
There you go. I like that. Okay, so. Name of the game is It's a Trap. It's sponsored by FanDuel, named after Admiral Akbar. I will give you 3 bets by FanDuel. You tell me which one's a trap. Here we go. These are the odds to make the college football playoffs. So, which of these is a trap? Is it James Madison plus 152 to make the college football playoff? Is it BYU plus 570 to make the college football playoff? Or is it Duke plus 1,800 to make the college football playoff?
Duke, that feels right, because even if they win, it's hard. It's gonna be so tough for them to get in. Because if they win, they need a Tulane or a JMU loss. JMU kind of feels. You said they're plus 152?
Plus 152, yes.
I like that because they're probably going to win their conference. And knowing the American, it's going to be. Because here's the thing, I think even if Tulane wins, I feel like they jump JMU over Tulane. I don't know. Or I feel like they're banking on more of a Tulane loss because the American is insane. What was that middle number? It was
BYU at plus 570. A one-loss BYU team.
Dang, some stuff. I feel like JMU and Duke are right, though, is the problem. But like not JMU, BYU's right there in the middle. Because if they win, they're in, obviously. But if Alabama loses, then I think they move in as well. So it would make their odds a little better, in my opinion. I've stammered too long. Give me BYU.
Oh, dude, you get this, man. You got it. You know
Hey.
what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You figured. I could watch you logic your way through this all day because it's really fun for me because my brain doesn't work like this. You are absolutely right. The JMU odds plus 175 plus 152, dead on the money. Duke plus that's right. You sniffed that BYU went out. BYU, their odds are a little bit better at plus 390. Miami, Florida's are plus 570. They still have Miami with.
Jeez, dude.
I don't know. I don't know why Miami has anybody still has any sort of any faith in them whatsoever. But I don't know. Don't worry about it.
He's not barking. I just heard a loud thud though.
Oh, is he okay?
No. Oh, here he is. He was downstairs.
He's like, hey, Dad. But yeah, Miami. A loud thud is how I feel about Miami, to be perfectly honest. I don't know what the heck they're doing here. You want to lose money, put 570. Like Whiskey's like, yeah, I agree with you, Luke. But
if you want to make a little money and you think Duke's going to win the ACC and Tulane, one of the two G5s loses.
What if both the G5s lose? We didn't even talk about that.
No, we're not even going to get in there.
We're not.
You still have to put in the G5 conversation.
Yeah, show's almost over. That's going to do it for our show today, y'all. Thank you so much.
That'd be insane.
Yeah, we don't want to. That's a whole nother can of beans. Thank you everybody for tuning in and watching. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you, Jared, for hopping on with me. Thank you, FanDuel. Thank you, Trilogy Tattoo. Thank you, Grade A Pest Services. Thank you, Mugshots Bar and Grill. Thank you, Grind City Brewing. Check out all the shows, y'all. We got the No Bluffing with my boys Jared and Evan. That was on Monday. You all went live Monday. Check that out if you missed it. We'll have the $2 today at 11. We will have Saint at 1. We've got On Beat with PCM. There's one of those dropping today. There's a Night Court. Yep. There's Tigers Untapped. There's On the Bluff. There's Post Game Bounce. I think that's all of them. Either way, tune in. You don't want to miss them. We will be back tomorrow. We'll find something to talk about. Maybe talk Giannis trade rumors. I know that's heating up. But either way, remember these 2 things as we leave you today. Remember, 1, be a little weird. And 2, remember to smile. There it is. Bye, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to The Daily Grind. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.